It's proved that it's done no harm.
Did anybody like ever actually end up seeing it, or did people just never notice it?
Either people didn't notice it or they just didn't care.
You actually came pretty early. That sounded bad given the context of this interview. Anyway.
The full story of the fender with a cheeseburger jammed in the back passage.
Alright, I should be able to get them on. First and foremost, I need to go to these posts just to make sure I can find the one where people actually voted on and see which got the most votes. I think I know which one did though. God, why do I post so many of these things? There we go. I finally reached it. My bad for that. That literally took forever. Like, literally. Alright, I guess I will do e621 Easter eggs first because that's what people really wanted. So I guess just go whatever you feel like it, because I guess people want to know that the most. I was surprised because I thought controversy would win the poll, but e621 Easter eggs did, so I guess let's just start it off with that. Are there any like Easter eggs for e621 that you might want to tell people, or do you want to leave it a secret and have them find out?
We really didn't put any in. We did, for one joke, have a tiny little anagif of a plane that would tumble over and crash into what looked like one of the Twin Towers. I think in like 2009.
Damn.
But that was about it.
That was a pretty edgy one though, not gonna lie. It took some balls to do that. Wow. Did anybody like ever actually end up seeing it, or did people just never notice it?
Either people didn't notice it or they just didn't care. It was 8 years ago at that point, and
a lot happens in 8 years. Dude, all the questions in the chat you actually kind of answered already. See, a lot of people actually ask repeat questions, which I find a little bit like surprising because I know they watched the first interview. So I guess I'll just go to my Google Drive and like find out where I left off with the questions. Is it on this one? No, I don't think it's on this one.
I mean, we've got a preamble we can say if you want.
What's a preamble?
A preface, an intro.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? That would be awesome.
Hello, Kiwi Farms and Benji, aka Lagavert. We all know you're both, one, a fucked place, and two, a fucked person who spread bullshit and lies. Fuck you both. Anyway, support Afghan lives, Black Lives Matter, and support Roe v. Wade, and donate to the ACLU.
Oh, alright. That was quite the intro. Pretty good, dude.
Yeah, just felt like getting that out there.
All right, sweet. Let's see. Oh, I feel like a big brain right now. I feel like a big brain right now. I feel like a big, okay, I said that already, but still, I actually separated it right when I was done with the interview. I completely forgot, so I put a part 2 on the document. So now I actually know where I left off. I thought I was just gonna have to search for like ever. Hey, does somebody join?
And we have a first guest speaker.
Somebody actually joined. All right, well, I guess I'll give them the mic for a little bit.
What did I actually just walk into?
The founder of e621. No big deal, you know, just the founder of one of the most popular websites ever.
Yeah, I realized that. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Likewise.
I do have to say, I go on that website basically daily, just for the memes.
People go there for all sorts of things.
I think I know what most people go there for. Right, were you, like, doing an interview or whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we actually kind of wanted guests because it's just boring having only me ask stuff. So,
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Thank you for coming in and asking stuff.
Yeah, first guest!
Right, the thing is, what questions do I ask? I mean, I did ask you before, I'm not sure if you can answer that. How many languages do you have, like, to say welcome on the account menu?
Not actually sure, and we think that is actually more a feature of the language which the website is written in, which is Ruby.
Oh.
I see.
It's part of a template.
Because so far I've seen a lot of them. I don't think I've seen a single language repeat even once.
Please tell me there's 621 different languages. That would make my day much better.
Oh, that would be perfect.
If only we could do that. If only.
You can start like doing like Morse code and stuff, just as long as you get it up to that number.
Actually, why not? It is possible. There is over 1,000 languages at least, so why not?
True. And I'm unemployed, so wait, what? Anyway.
I do need to think of a few other questions I would like to ask because I do have a lot of them. I just can't think of any right now. You gotta know this feeling, right?
I mean, we got a lot of time. It's only been like 6 minutes since, it's like we're like 6 minutes in, I think. You actually came pretty early. That sounded bad given the context of this interview. Anyway.
Your jokes are beyond me. Need to think this out first, so excuse me for my incompetent question asking. I usually don't ask questions in interviews.
Yeah, no, there's no pressure. But there is a big timer right above my head in my video editing program. But no pressure. pressure.
Oh, right. Is there an artist that left the website and deleted everything that you know of and actually feel upset about them leaving?
There have been in the past, and I think there was even one when I ran the site, and I wonder if any of their art is actually even still on the website. That's the artist Atomic Stony. Went so far as to email a cease and desist letter to me.
Whoa, you're like the PewDiePie of the internet.
I mean, I do know like at least one artist that's just deleted everything, and it's quite upsetting because I really did like their art style. And you might have heard of her. I don't know if I should mention her name because she pretty much specifically deleted everything because she didn't quite want to stay on the website or anywhere. I think she left it around 2020 or late 2019, if I remember correctly. You may have an idea who I'm talking about, but I'm not too sure.
We don't know who you're talking about, but you're welcome to mention the name.
Again, I'm not sure if I should mention her name due to privacy reasons.
That was the most intense. Damn, that was intense.
Most tense thing ever. I would really like someone else to join now and give some other questions because I genuinely can't think of anything right now.
It's okay. I still have questions that I haven't asked, so if you don't have any more, then I could do those, and you could just stay, I guess, if you want.
Sure, I could think of other things in the meantime.
Oh, this is one I forgot about. I think it's one of the best questions, so ironically we left off on it. Of course, I always leave things right when they get good. What is the, like, full story of the cheese grater?
The full story of the fender with the cheese grater jammed in the back passage. The artist, CB, just was drawing a piece of vent art. Had a frustrating day, and they were pissed off at FA, and they just wanted to get something out. They just drew that, it was just a big middle finger, basically.
Ah, like a big middle finger. Yeah.
Yes, a big middle finger.
A metal finger. That's actually pretty good.
With serrations.
Of course. I mean, why would you not have, I mean, come on. Gotta have serrations on your middle finger, dude. How you make it interesting.
But yeah, it was just supposed to be vent art. It was never meant to become this weird meme.
I guess it. I mean, do you actually, like, you know the person who actually made it?
Yeah, we've been friends for about 15 years.
Wow. That's actually, wow. Okay, that's actually a really long time. Dude, that must have been a while ago that they made that.
Yeah, they were part of the people who sort of helped come up with the creative dynamo for e621.
Ah, sweet. So I guess you like worked together.
Yeah, sorta. We shared our creative space.
Excuse me, I actually have a question regarding the cheese grater thing, right? There has been quite a lot of parody art regarding this post, right? Like, there was a very funny post with a Fender basically just using a cheese grater to grate cheese. The comment sections just went wild over, like, the reference. Do you have, like, a specific post, like, which references that you would like to show, or actually think is funny?
The great thing is, we haven't actually heard of this image, and we're gonna have to find this image now and have a look at it because it sounds hilarious.
Uh-oh. We're gonna need to make a blank but blank video again.
Don't worry, it's not something that's like not safe for work. It's a safe rated image, but it's hilarious because of the reference.
We have to see this. We have to see this now.
Just search for cheese grater. It should be among like the I think it was from 2019.
Are you the imposter or something, dude? Oh yeah, just search this term. I mean, like you're like trolling, making a video trolling the founder of e621.
If I manage to rickroll you, I'm actually going to be like the most wild person on the internet. If you want me to, I could look for the post myself and just send it to you directly or on one of the channels.
I think I found it on the e621.
Yeah, I feel like that would be generally the place you'd probably find it. Yeah, do you know that website? It's like really, yeah, it's intriguing, yeah.
I mean, it does have a lot of very interesting history behind it, and a lot of really good and as well as really bad artists have gone through it, and it's always interesting to learn more about them, actually.
True, I guess. Ooh, what has been posted? Oh! Making like some Italian why is there ketchup? Is that supposed to be tomato sauce? I just realized, are they putting ketchup on spaghetti? And then cheese on top of ketchup?
I think, if I remember correctly, there was a comment like mentioning exactly that on this post. You have to look for it now.
My main concern is, I guess, on the left hand of the image. What's the other bottle? Is it mayonnaise?
Mayo and ketchup on pasta?
I mean, I guess I won't judge, but like, I will silently.
I mean, knowing like the websites, I think we know what could potentially theoretically be in that bottle, right?
Obviously frosting, which isn't vegan. Wow.
Yeah, basically this might be one of the best images on the site so far. And it's not even not safe for work.
Yeah, so you could just show all your employees. That would be great.
And then look.
It is, however, sad that the original image isn't on e621 anymore.
Well, damn.
At least we don't
Yeah,
think
it's
it is.
Fat rips.
So why has it actually been deleted?
The artist stopped drawing art, they left the fandom, and didn't want any of their old work to be up online anywhere anymore. Stop being a furry.
Something tells me their parents and a ruler might have had to do with it, but either way, I guess I'll respect their privacy.
So, questions?
Yeah, I got more. I feel like an idiot because I didn't write any more for this time. Dude, I feel like I might have asked a question that was relatively similar to this, but where do you draw the line in terms of content that actually gets uploaded to the website?
Where we personally draw the line is where the US Supreme Court draws the line. If it's fictional, it's protected by the First Amendment. And that's pretty much the long and short of our take on it.
Do you have any moral issues with that, or is it just like purely for legal? I don't know.
Probably should have some fences put around it. Definitely. It's become common courtesy these days to use things like spoiler tags. There should be spoiler tags for entire sections of content, especially legal content, because things that are legal can still fuck people up.
Yeah, definitely. You could see something. It's hard to unsee something.
Yeah, you know what this is getting at it? It's the whole like cob art on e621 thing. The US government doesn't want to touch it. The First Amendment protects it. It's been scientifically proven not to cause any harm.
Wait, really? There's an actual study on that?
There's shit tons of studies. You can go on the National Institute of Health's website and search for psych papers. There's a bunch of studies on how artwork can help everything from people who have paraphilias they don't want. In the case of ourselves, child sexual assault victims.
I guess I learned something new every day, because I didn't know that. I thought it was like too taboo to study, and not like whoever studied it would probably like get shot or something.
It's tough to study because you have to work with people who have been traumatized, basically. From a legalistic standpoint, something like e621 and what it hosts, it's proved that it's done no harm. No one's getting fucking hurt. That's the thing.
If nobody's really getting hurt, then it's probably not that big of a deal.
We were abused as a minor for 10 years. Not by a piece of fucking paper. It was a family member, not a piece of paper.
You're alright with me putting that in the interview, right? Because I can cut that out if you want.
Oh, this is very much for the interview. Really, internet? This is for you. Really? A piece of paper did not touch me down there. Thank you. I just really wanted to get that out there, you know?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess it seems legit.
People don't say it, and it needs to be said.
Personally, I've been like a sexual assault victim. I don't like to call myself a victim because I feel like I don't want to like keep dwelling back on it. And it wasn't like nearly as bad as other people's. It was like somebody, I won't name this person because I just don't want them to get like nay-nayed because I said something stupid in like a video. Basically, it just, I guess one of his friends at school molested him because I guess nobody knows why, but somebody speculates his father might have been molesting him or something. There's no like proof or anything, but there's no reason why like a whole like tag team of molestations would like happen, like a whole entire chain. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So like somebody was probably being abused by a family member and then it just spread to like tons of people, and I guess I was one of them. My friend was like kind of messed up. He had, I feel like, abusive parents, because I remember, I don't know if I should say this, I guess I'll say it anyway, because I feel like it's important to address. Yeah, no, I remember going over once, and I forgot what he did, but he did something really stupid, and his mom, who was actually my therapist, or not therapist, like my, who's that person that like helps autistic kids? It's like one of those like mentors or something. Behaviorist! I promise this will actually have to do with something. But yeah, I remember, dude, she beat him for like 5 or 10 minutes straight with a belt, and I was just sitting there watching as like an 8-year-old or something. Yeah, that kind of messed me up for a while, I'm not gonna lie.
That is messed up.
And it would happen pretty often too.
That is severely messed up.
It is really rough. I do have to say, it sounds rough. It sounds quite traumatizing personally saying that, but...
We just want to give you a hug, dude.
It's fine. It's like, I'm personally more worried about that person than myself. I wasn't really, I saw it, but I wasn't like the one experiencing it or anything.
Seeing it is bad enough.
I've seen much worse in like the years to come. Like honestly, that's not one of the worst things I've seen.
Well, then you definitely need a hug. Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, the world is a super fucked up place. I've seen the inside of animal testing laboratories, the inside of slaughterhouses, and and the inside of sweatshops. Compared to that, getting beaten with a belt, I will take seeing that any day, even though it's terrible overseeing any of those three things.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, let's continue.
Back to a more simple question, more like actually in regards to the website. Is there any specific rule or some sort of like a guideline that you don't really agree with?
These days, definitely, we would make definite changes to the tag what you see rule because it is really unfair to people who are transgender or non-binary.
Last video, we got into that conversation as well, if I remember correctly, yeah. I don't know which question that it was I came up with or that somebody came up with, but I remember it was a question and then we sort of got into that conversation. So if anybody watching wants to see that, definitely go watch the first part. The first part was already really, really interesting, but this part like got super deep and I feel like that's actually a good thing. It's like more than just an interview at this point because I feel like I'm getting to know you all. So I don't know. I actually really like this.
It does seem that like we touched some important topics this time, so I do think it's important to bring this up.
We're more than happy to air it.
Yeah, so thank you so much for that. I do have sort of a question that almost seems random at this point. It does kind of have to do with it. How do you feel about that thing going around like Reggie the Rat or whatever?
Reggie the Rat?
Yeah, like my name's Reggie. Something like that, because for a while I was getting sent that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've actually not seen much of him on the website, but yeah, I've definitely seen it.
I'd be actually really surprised if you hadn't been sent that.
We actually have no idea what this is about.
At one point, somebody told me like the artist's name or something. People like had connections. It was like, I think it was a female artist who drew like this white rat named Reggie, and he would always be in like these really almost too sexual positions, but then it would cut out before anything significant would happen. Right when you thought that something was about to be revealed or like something like inappropriate was gonna happen, it would just cut out. The real animator, I guess, actually did end up animating. I don't know if it was sooner or later, but they did end up animating actual NSFW versions, but obviously for reasons of the internet and probably for good reasons, the versions that were almost unsafe for work were the ones that really always got sent to me. It was actually every time. It would just be, hi, my name is Reggie. I like guys. I really like guys. And then it would show like this montage of stuff.
Wow, we have never heard of that.
I'm really surprised.
You should look this up.
Everybody I know, I think, has been sent something.
Incredible. The fandom never fails to amaze me.
Yeah, no, I think it was Gina or something like that who made it, because I remember somebody actually literally like, I didn't even ask for the information, granted, I'm just like, LOL, what is this? And then they literally just gave me like an essay on who made it. I'm like, okay then.
Thinking of it, Gina could in fact be the artist because the art style seems to be pretty similar. I think, if I remember correctly, right?
I think it is her, because I remember she had a name that I'm like, that's a little bit of a weird name, but it makes sense to like pronounce.
Actually, I didn't notice that like something like 90% of all the artists on e6 have weird unpronounceable names. I'm not sure why, but a lot of them do.
What's the fun if you can pronounce it, man?
Is there an artist that you think is criminally underrated and an artist that you think is overrated?
Oh, I thought that we were about to go into an FBI conversation when I heard criminal.
Artist that we think is overrated would be Miles Diaz.
Damn.
I might have seen some of his stuff before.
And an artist that we think is underrated, we're thinking of the artist who used to go, I think, by Fire Fluffers.
Why is that the best name ever?
Think about a sketch. I think they are an Asian American artist. Their style is just incredible. Wonder if we can even provide for your viewers a sample of said artist's artwork.
I guess I'm gonna have a lot of censor tool to use, but sure.
It's highly safe for work as well.
Now see, I've always wondered, this is more of a shower thought, but when somebody says safe for work, they're probably excluding working at a porn company, right?
The technical detail of that artist is incredible.
This is pretty good.
They are definitely celebrating Halloween early.
2,452 by 2,992 pixel image.
That's a lot of pixels.
I know an artist that I do personally think is a bit underrated. He makes interesting art, both safe for work and not safe for work. I barely see him get any recognition, even though his art seems pretty decent to me personally. I don't know if you want to put this in the interview or not, if you're interested. Search for, I think it goes like Orang 111.
No, How much more of this do you want, by the way, Mecha?
Oh, are you running out of time? Because it's fine if we can pause or something.
I was just wondering how much footage you need.
I feel like we have more than enough footage at this point, but I still have like a few questions, I guess.
Yeah, well, how about like you just speed run through them, ask them out, and I guess we can wrap this up.
Everybody's gonna want a part 3 now. I'm scared. but I feel bad because I feel like I'm taking up a lot of your time with this. So thank you. I do appreciate it a hell of a lot.
Yeah, it is really nice of you to be taking part of this, I think.
It's fine.
I feel like we've already addressed some controversy, but like the second most voted thing on the poll, I believe, was e621 controversy. So I guess addressing that, I should have probably made it more specific, but I guess in general, like the controversy around it, if there's anything you would like to like clear up or just say about it, or I don't know.
I mean, e621 is the kind of site that is always going to have a controversy around it because it contains morally subjective content, and that's all there is to it.
Kind of unavoidable in like a weird, paradoxical way. We might need to end it since I have college work at editing and stuff. Would you ever want to do a part 3? I know it's like dragging on at this point, so if you don't, it's fine.
I mean, only if there's things that need to be covered. If something happens to come up or whatever.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And anything you want to say before this ends, I guess?
Check out my music at monoprismatic.bandcamp.com.
That is monoprismatic.bandcamp.com.
That's pretty much it.
All right, sweet.
I might check it out, actually. I really do enjoy music, and I also compose music, so I'm pretty curious what type of music you would compose.
e621 audio clips? Wait, what?
Have a good night, Mecha.
You too. Thank you so much. That went pretty well, I guess. I guess I'll just do the outro. Thank you guys, girls, and everybody in between for watching. Oh, wait. Is this still on? Thank you guys, girls, and everybody in between for watching this video. I appreciate the hell out of it, and, you know, I have been struggling a lot with personal stuff in life lately. It's nothing like, you know, super, like, bad or anything. Just college, a lot of stress, you know, managing, like, a job I might get. But, yeah, I do appreciate this, and I'm not gonna be quitting YouTube anytime soon. YouTube is just gonna have to be something that's not on the back burner, but not taking over my life either. So I'm gonna really have to balance it out.